Democrats are now demanding Trump officials hold public hearings on the mission so Americans have all the facts. Bob and Jen, back to you.
And Rebecca, I wonder if you could tell us a little bit more about what's the latest on the efforts to evacuate Americans that might be trapped in the Middle East. The State Department now saying that there is some progress being made there.
Yeah, it does seem like that situation is improving. The latest numbers from the State Department is that 40,000 Americans have been able to leave the Middle East since war broke out. This is through charter flights that the State Department is offering, as well as commercial options that are becoming more available.
All right, Rebecca, thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca. Nobody in the U.S. is paying more for gas than Californians, as usual. Even Hawaii and New York are less expensive right now.
That's a tough pill to swallow. Mario Ramirez shows us just how painful the pump has become in SoCal. Good morning.
Yeah, that's right. Definite sticker shock, and drivers are feeling the pain. We're noticing it here. Just take a look. This guy here is actually filling up his tank, and you'll notice here on the ground he's got 2 additional gallons ready to be filled up because he says the prices are just too high, so he knows they're climbing. He's going to take as much gas as he can right now while it's at the price it is. It's at $4.79 a gallon here at this station if you're paying in cash, $4.89 if you're paying with credit. Now, take a look at this. Skyfox over what may be one of the most expensive places to fill up in Southern California. A Chevron station on Alameda in downtown LA showing $8.31 for a gallon of regular unleaded, and that's more than $3 higher than what some drivers are paying at cheaper stations like the one we're at right now. Experts say global tensions involving Iran and disrupted oil shipping are a big part of what's driving prices up. And when you look at the regional averages, prices are quickly moving toward the $6 mark. Take a look. According to AAA, LA County is around $5.38 a gallon this morning. Orange County, $5.34. Ventura County, $5.32. And both Riverside and San Bernardino counties around $5.26 a gallon. Meanwhile, drivers we spoke with while filling up this morning say the price hike is hitting their budgets hard.
This is terrible. What are we going to go up to? $10? It's terrible.
I just woke up, compared gas prices. This is the cheapest I could find within my neighboring city. I figured I may as well get over here ASAP because I'm just expecting the worst.
The last time I was here, I paid about $4.30. Came back a couple of days later. It was almost $5. Now it's over $5. Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, we're hearing from some who say they're driving less, looking for cheaper stations, or cutting back in other areas just to afford gas. And we want to show you a graph that gives you an idea of just how quickly prices have been rising. In just the last week, the average price in Los Angeles has shot up by about 60 cents per gallon. Experts say the main reason, again, a supply crunch in the global oil market. And at the same time, California is dealing with its own issues, including refinery shutdowns and the more expensive summer blend of gasoline. So back out here live, more people filling up and feeling the pain. According to Gas Buddy, the cheapest gas at a Chevron on Reseda and Plummer in Northridge, $4.59 a gallon. So if you can find a gas station under $5 for unleaded, that's actually a deal right now as prices continue to climb. For now, live in Bellflower, I'm Mario Ramirez. We'll send it back to you.
I wince every time I look at the gas station prices now.
I bet the Costco lines are huge.
Oh, yeah.
Are huge when those gas prices shoot up. All right, Mario, thank you.
So a family says a bullying incident at school is linked to the death of their 12-year-old daughter, and now they're planning to take legal action.
Gigi Graciette live in the SoCal neighborhood with this story. Gigi.
Mario and Jen, in just over an hour, the attorneys for the family of 12-year-old Kimberly Zavaleta will be officially announcing they're suing the Los Angeles School District, Unified School District, over what they say was repeated bullying at Reseda Charter High School. Take a look. According to the family, on February 17th, Kimberly stepped in to defend her sister, who they say was being bullied by a group of students on campus. During that confrontation, Kimberly was hit in the head with a metal water bottle, they say. She was taken to UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital, where she underwent brain surgery and was then placed in a medically induced coma. She died shortly after. At a vigil for her last month, we spoke to her uncle.
there's a cautionary tale here, is that this should not happen to anybody's kid. It's the fear of every parent and every uncle and every brother and every loved one to lose someone. But especially when it's somebody so young that did nothing wrong to anybody.
Unified has not yet responded to the news of the lawsuit. We just reached out to them this morning, but earlier they said the safety and well-being of our students is taken very seriously. We are cooperating with law enforcement in connection with this incident. Now, it's very important to note that this morning we reached out to both the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner and the LAPD, and both of them confirmed that they have not determined how and why 12-year-old Kimberly Zavaleta died. As a matter of fact, the medical examiner told us they've asked for additional tests, and officially the cause of death has been deferred until those test results are in. We'll have much more on this story coming up on Good Day LA and Fox 11. For now, I'm Gigi Graciette in West Los Angeles.
Yeah, we'll continue to follow that story. So sad. Thank you, Gigi. Still ahead, the LAPD taking action after a violent street takeover in downtown. This morning, a new warning from Mayor Karen Bass.
And a new list reveals the happiest cities in America. The California city that took the top spot. But
Let me guess, it's Fremont.
Let me guess. Why do we do that?
I don't know.
Why do we do that? First, though,
why is it Fremont?
Stu, we'll tell you why. Here we go.
I don't know why we did that either, but I do know Skybox Traffic is brought to us by My Home Sold, and we do actually have something to talk about. You got a crash out here involving a motorcyclist. Hope that motorcyclist is okay. Where are we? That's going to be southbound 101. You can see it in the fast lane. They're still taking away 2 lanes out there, creating a lot of slowing. It's right before Lindley, so if that's your ride, definitely give yourself extra time. Also on the northbound lanes, looky-loo, you guys got no reason to slow down, but there is. That's creating more problems for the northbound lane. This is all happening on the 101 in Tarzana. Let's take a look at some traffic hotspots.
Hello, I'm Adrian Hernandez with MyHomeSold.com, and we want to buy your house cash. We'll give you a cash offer for your house today. Sell your house the easy way with no commissions, no fees, no repairs. For free, no obligation cash offer. Go to MyHomeSold.com.
Our top stories this morning, the jury has reached a verdict in the trial of a handyman who's suing Kanye West. Tony Saxon says West promised to pay him $20,000 a week in 2021 for his work on his Malibu mansion. He claims he was underpaid and faced unsafe conditions. The verdict will be read at 10 o'clock this morning.
A hazmat scare at Disneyland sent 7 cast members to the hospital. Firefighters responded to reports of an unknown odor near the Star Tours and Space Mountain attractions yesterday afternoon. Several employees were treated on site, while 7 were hospitalized with symptoms including dizziness and shortness of breath. Disneyland officials say the smell came from building materials used by a contractor backstage.
Now to this, the LAPD stepping up patrols in downtown Los Angeles after a violent street takeover spilled into a luxury apartment complex over the weekend. The disturbance near Figueroa and LA Live left people and businesses alarmed. Officials say many of these takeovers are organized on social media, sometimes hitting multiple locations in a single night. Mayor Karen Bass condemned what happened, calling it despicable and warning that LAPD will arrest anybody causing trouble downtown.
And if you start mayhem, you will be arrested. We have zero tolerance for breaking windows and running amok in lobbies, like we saw at the Circa Apartments this weekend.
LAPD Chief Jim McDonnell says the department is committed to keeping downtown LA safe with increased patrols on foot, horseback, and undercover.
If you're a homeowner or looking to buy, this next story doesn't surprise you at all. A new report putting Southern California's housing crunch into global perspective. The payment platform Remitly ranks Los Angeles as the second least affordable city in the world to buy a home.
In the world.
Researchers say even modest homes here come with a $1 million price tag, leaving couples able to afford barely half a typical property. California cities dominated the top 5 places, with San Jose topping the list. Long Beach and San Diego followed LA, with Vancouver, Canada, rounding out the top 5.
Wow. Yeah, I know. It's pretty rough.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a house, it's
near
pretty
impossible.
bleak.
Yeah.
Okay, so California is home to the happiest city in America. This is according to an annual ranking by the personal finance app Wallet Hub. No, it's not Los Angeles. We actually finished a dismal 87th. But we're talking about Fremont. Fremont has been the #1 on this list for 7 years in a row. Fremont also has the nation's highest life satisfaction, the 7th lowest depression rate, and the 5th longest average life expectancy. It's a city with strong neighborhoods, great schools, beautiful parks, and high quality of life. And no coincidence, Fremont also has the highest share of households with an income above $75,000. Nearly 80% are making above $75,000. So they can afford to be happy.
Yeah, they
That's
can
right. Money doesn't buy happiness, apparently.
Sure.
But the average salary, the average income there is $162,000.
Well,
right.
Average.
So money buys you good school districts, right?
Yeah.
Clean.
This is in
parks.
Northern California, right? This is like outside of Silicon Valley. Like
It is part of Silicon Valley, yeah.
Yeah. So
there
I
you go.
mean, there you go.
Yeah.
So it does buy some semblance of happiness. Do you know where #2 is? I looked it up.
Bismarck, North Dakota.
Okay, that's surprising, right?
The climate.
I mean,
The climate is surprising.
I know some people from Bismarck, North Dakota.
I almost took a job in Bismarck.
Oh, really?
You did? Oh. Very cold there. My brother, my nieces, my niece and my nephew live out there.
#8 is Irvine, by the way, for
That's
Southern
good.
California.
Yeah. Irvine is a nice place to go. Do you know where Hawaii ranked? I was surprised that wasn't in the top 10.
28.
You're good. You got it in front of you. Yeah, I know. It's weird. But okay, all right, Wallet Hub. But we know why we live here. It's because of the weather, of course, and it's going to heat up. High pressure is going to be in control of our weather. That offshore flow is going to give us these 90s and triple digits even as we get into tomorrow and Friday. So this is dangerous heat that I'm talking about. It is going to produce the heat alerts for likely the heat-related illnesses very possible. So we really want you to plan accordingly.
accordingly over the next several days. In fact, this is going to continue into next week, so a prolonged period of really warm temperatures. In fact, looking at the Climate Prediction Center here, for the next 6 to 10 days, we're going to continue to be well above average through the 21st. I don't think I see any rain at all in the long-range models through at least the 22nd. So it's going to stay dry and hot. So widespread heat advisories for, again, the danger out there with the heat-related illnesses possible. So try to stay indoors and some air conditioning. Check on the elderly, please. The kids. Never leave any pet in a car ever, 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 especially over the next several days. 80, not bad today, but tomorrow we're talking about 20 to 30 degrees above normal. Anaheim getting up to 79 at 3 p.m. today, not bad at all. And as we get to Thousand Oaks, also mid-70s later this afternoon. Different story as we get into tomorrow and Friday, which I'll show you in just a few moments. So stay with us. We will be right back after this quick break.
Taco Bell unveiling nearly 24 new items it will be releasing nationwide this year. They include a permanent version of the normally limited edition of the Nacho Fries. Ooh. The chain also putting a spin on its chicken nuggets with versions coated in Cool Ranch or Flaming Hot Cheeto dust.
Yeah.
That sounds good. New additions include slider-sized Chichi Gordita Crunches, 3 new versions of the Mexican pizza. There's also a big focus on dessert with a new Baja Blast pie.
Oh.
This one passion fruit flavored and a creme brulee crunch wrap filled with vanilla cream.
That sounds slamming.
So
I like
good.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Anything like Baja Blast, I'm all in. All right, still ahead, a special prom experience for hundreds of local students. Coco is live and say yes to the prom dress.
Good morning. Special indeed. That's right. It's called Say Yes to the Prom here at Warner Brothers Studios. I have something very special for you. We are going to be speaking with the Monty from TLC's Say Yes to the Dress Atlanta. I am so excited. More of him and more on this event coming up.
We need to get Gus's coach in here.
Monty?
You gotta lock in.
Oh, in here. Yeah, absolutely. Can you imagine you're writing your stories? I don't see.
No,
Yeah.
lock it in.
Lock it in.
I want to see progress, all right? Come on.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's going to be our
Gotta work for
motto.
it.
What if we, I mean, not know, but can we?
Yes, of course. Like all the kids say, like, so I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
Locked in.
Yeah.
He's like a life coach.
Yeah.
Right.
In a way.
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah.
Anyway, kids sports today is tough.
Oh, yeah.
So we need the coaching in here. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to pool together.
People would be taking him to HR like in like 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure, for
Like,
sure.
oh, that's triggering.
My God. My God.
Bobby, okay. All right, I better do this, or I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to lock in now and talk about the weather. And, hey, look at the holidays that are coming up, by the way, as we look ahead. We do have St. Patrick's Day coming up in 6 days. I can't believe it's almost here, March 17th. Spring officially will be here in the Northern Hemisphere on March 20th. And then, of course, we will celebrate Easter on the 5th of April, which is in 25 days. All right, here are the headlines. The heat wave starts today. You're going to notice the warm-up beginning today, and then tomorrow really big time as those temperatures get into the 90s and even triple digits. So these are potentially record-breaking high temperatures. I would say more than likely we will break plenty as we get into the end of the week, and it's going to stay hot actually through the weekend and into the better part of next week. The normal temperature for the day 70, so we're going to go up to 80. That's a 10-degree jump from yesterday, and keeping an eye on the sunset time, 6:58 later this evening. These are the highs we're expecting today. 84 in Santa Clarita, same for Woodland Hills. Temperatures in the upper 60s to near 70 in Santa Monica, 76 in Long Beach, 85 in Riverside, to that 90 degrees in Palm Springs. Yeah, I'll show you the 7-day forecast, and you'll see that big ramp up to those record-breaking highs in just a few moments. But first, let's check in on traffic. We do have Samana, who's back in and locked in on the traffic.
Oh, yeah, we sure are. And unfortunately, you are locked up in the backup, especially if you have travel plans. Southbound side of the 5 at Lankershim Boulevard. This is due to a 4 to 6 vehicle traffic accident, and 2 lanes remain shut down. Signaled in place for at least another 45 minutes, and you can see the delays. We're looking at speeds down to 6 miles per hour, so really tough drive there. And out of downtown, typical 50 minutes your drive leaving downtown through Mid-City to get to Santa Monica. 34 minutes northbound 110 to 405 going inbound. And a live Caltrans camera of a much better roadway. This is going to be the 215, both directions. Moving along really nice at this hour. Send back over to you.
All right, Samana, thank you. Japan is marking 15 years since the devastating earthquake, the tsunami, and nuclear disaster that struck its northeastern coast. The magnitude 9.0 earthquake and massive tsunami killed more than 22,000 people and destroyed or damaged more than 1 million homes. It also triggered meltdowns at a nuclear plant, forcing about 160,000 residents to evacuate. Today, the country paused for a moment of silence at the exact time the earthquake struck, as rebuilding and cleanup efforts continue.
Those images are just as shocking now as they were back then. The FDA, meantime, has issued a warning letter to the maker of Ozempic and Wegovy. The agency criticized Novo Nordisk for serious violations related to the reporting of possible side effects that were linked to the semaglutides, which is the active ingredient in the weight loss drugs. The agency cited 3 deaths among patients who took the medications. Novo Nordisk did not report the deaths within the FDA's required time frame. However, the FDA did not say the medications caused the deaths or other side effects.
Meantime, the FDA approved the generic medication leucovorin for a rare brain disorder. The drug was approved for children and adults with an ultra-rare condition that limits the delivery of a type of vitamin B to the brain. President Trump had previously claimed that the drug could be used as a potential autism treatment, but the agency declined to endorse the drug for autism, with senior FDA officials citing a lack of evidence.
After the Palisades fire, good news. Duke's Malibu is set to reopen after months of repairs. The restaurant on Pacific Coast Highway was heavily damaged by last year's wildfire. Duke's has been a local favorite, for decades, known for its oceanfront views, Hawaiian-inspired menu. The reopening is a relief to both loyal customers and staff. Visitors will be able to enjoy the same great food and atmosphere with added upgrades now to withstand future weather challenges. It will reopen for limited hours this Friday.
We're getting to prom season, and this morning we're spotlighting some good news for hundreds of kids in the LA area.
Yeah, Coco joins us live from Burbank. Good morning.
Hey there, we are here at Warner Brothers Studios for a special event called Say Yes to the Prom, really a play off of Say Yes to the Dress, TLC's hit show. And what's so amazing is we're talking about 500 local students that will be gifted with a special shopping experience. I'm already thrilled this morning because I was accessorized by the Monty, TLC's host of Say Yes to the Dress Atlanta.
Yeah. Well, and accessories make or break the outfit. Yes. And boy, do you have a nice one. I know. I love it. I love it. No, thank you for coming out. This initiative is our 14th year. We started in Atlanta, New York, all 5 boroughs, Knoxville, and here we're wrapping it up with 500 students. It is just amazing.
Yes, and Monty, we were talking about how it's amazing for you too, because you were telling me about your humble beginnings.
Right. Yeah, there's struggles, right? And when you're younger and there's limited funds and you want to really look good and feel good, it is challenging. So I know that story. And I always say, look, I'm here to motivate, inspire, and encourage you to stay on that pathway, because you too can do it.
And speaking of motivating and inspiring, this area is really your baby. Tell us about what you do here.
Right. So when a student has found almost prom perfection, they will come join me and we jack them up. So we look at the accessories, we look at shoes. I tell these girls and guys how to stand, how to hold your clutch, how to hold yourself, get out there, be proud. And so we go with that as well. So this is where the magic happens. This is where they say yes to their prom dress.
I love that. And Monty, I want to walk with you this way because you helped me pick out a pair of pumps. And so, talk about how you were saying the accessories really make the dress, make it all come together.
They really do. And we're well aware of what we need to supply to these students. As you can see, the 6'5", but we have size 4 all the way up to 13. Our dresses, we have over 1,800 dresses waiting to be tried on, from small to large. And then we have the tuxedos. We have a makeup team. We have a hair team to talk to. And then you get me. So we can get you all jacked up and ready for prom.
Well, Monty, thank you so much for talking to us.
My pleasure.
I was telling Monty how much of a pleasure it is for me. My mom and I love Say Yes to the Dress. And a big reason why we love that show is because of Monty and his care and passion for what he does. So, big moment for me. So excited to meet you. We'll send it back to you.
Are you saying yes to your prom accessories?
Yeah, let's see that.
I am saying yes to my prom accessories.
Look at the shoes.
Is that a clutch? Or what is that?
Wow.
Oh, yes. Okay, they want to see more of the clutch. Yes, you picked this out for me. Beautiful
I like it.
Clutch here. And Monty helped me pick out the pumps. I told him my toes were not done, so I needed a closed toe, and he found one.
She looks like I said yesterday, she looked like a teenager.
I know she does. I know.
And she looks so good in pink. Yeah, Coco in pink, great match. Good morning.
Good morning.
Gosh, the nostalgia, right, with prom?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, those were the days.
Shout out Daniel Braden, my prom date.
Early 2000s, baby. Entertainment is sponsored by Yamava Resort and Casino. So actress Amanda Peet, we know her, we love her. Well, she returned as a guest on the Armchair Expert podcast with Dax Shepard, and her dating life was a topic. But not only that, she says that she was always a monogamous while she was dating. She shared she had a brief breakup with her now husband, Game of Thrones creator David Benioff. And listen to this.
During this 9-month breakup where David and I weren't speaking, I'm the jealous type. I find out through the grapevine that he's dating her. Wow. I go to a restaurant with a bunch of girlfriends, and from across the bar, this dude just goes, Lake! Lake! And I was like, this actually can't be happening. I can't be happening.
Oh, no.
It was literally within 24 hours of finding out that he...
That's him.
And then he came closer and closer, and I was like, I'm not Lake.
Not Lake. Okay, so they are obviously happy. And
clearly he has a type.
And clearly has a type. Let me put a side by side for you. I want you to see them side by side. Can we show that? We are working on that because to see it is to believe it. It's like, it's okay if you have a type, but okay.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh.
What the heck?
Bob, which one is Amanda and which one's Lake?
It is the same person.
Which one's Amanda, which one's Lake, Bob?
Wow. Well, Amanda's on the right.
There you go. You got it.
Yeah, but
Still, yeah.
Oh my gosh, does he ever have a type?
So
That's so funny.
That is crazy.
But I find it so refreshing when celebrities go on podcasts and come on our show too. Like love Sarah Shahi.
That's right.
Comes on, keeps it real. And I love that Amanda Peet, successful and happily married, can just share, I'm the jealous type. And her then ex-boyfriend was dating a girl that looked just like her.
Yeah. Okay, so
wouldn't that be weird?
Yes.
Though?
Would it be
if you had
weird?
an ex and then they're like, oh, here's my whatever girlfriend, and you're like,
yes, I know who my husband's ex-girlfriends are. I don't look like any of them. So I'm glad about this.
I would always wonder, am I the better looking version of that person or the worst looking version of that person?
Well, that's what people in the comments were, I hate that. I know. know.
I mean, try being ethnic, and then it's like a...
Oh, forget it.
It's like a whole fetish thing.
Look like anyone who has dark hair, of course, sure. All right, our poll question, because we were talking about prom earlier. We want to know, what moment would you relive? Looks like...
Oh, first car's winning.
Ooh, okay. And then second, 21st birthday. Very relatable. I can understand that. Go to foxla.com/vote. Do you
First
look like
car's
your
always a-
guys' ex-girlfriends? No.
No, nothing. No.
Yeah.
First car is
Blonde
always
hair, blue
a
eyes.
friendly thing, a good memory. You know what I mean? That's
The first
why.
car?
Like a first kiss, for some people, it's not so great.
Yeah,
Was
you
it for
shared
us?
that. Teeth and tongue
not
over
together,
here.
but just okay. Anyway, this
Teeth and tongue?
Saturday, the first ever in-person experience opening to the public at the Grove.
Yeah, Brooke has more on this amazing jewelry brand's big pop-up. What are we looking at, Brooke?
No, yeah, we're looking at something for everybody. That's what I like about this brand. And you know, Bob, even you're into jewelry. You guys remember how Bob became a new man after the Dodgers won the World Series and he decided he wanted to be Good Day's Miguel Rojas? Do you remember that?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll take one of those.
There's something for everybody. Yeah, of course you do, right? Okay, there's something for everybody here. And what I like most is the owner and founder of this jewelry brand has a really inspiring story that I think could resonate with many of you at home. Kristen, hello. Thank you for being here with us this morning. Okay, talk to us about Kristen Marie Studio. And first, just before you even tell us about the brand, how does it feel to be here at the Grove?
It's so surreal. I've just always had this kind of like vision. I didn't know what I wanted to look like for this installation specifically. And then as it started unfolding, it was just like, this is it. This is what I've been imagining. And it's literally a dreamscape in a dream.
It's in a perfect location right down at the bottom of the escalators when you first walk in. And it's so nice in here. I love all of your jewelry. Tell me about it.
All right, so we are a small handmade brand, Kristen Marie Studio. We're located in downtown Los Angeles in the jewelry district where everything is handmade. Very unique pieces, exclusive designs, just very intentional, size inclusive, color inclusive. We like to cater to everybody and offer something that's super high quality and luxury that won't break the bank.
Yes, so listen, you have those big spenders out there. There's always something for them. But I like that the price range is vast. That seemed very intentional as well. So somebody who wants something nice but doesn't have a ton of money, they can find something that's really nice. It makes them feel good.
Absolutely. We range all the way from $40 all the way to $2,000 depending on what you want to get.
Yeah, I know which end I'm on. Okay, last thing I want to ask you, because I think it is really inspiring. You, young woman, started your own brand and it is wildly successful. You guys have to check her out on socials. What advice would you have to a woman who's watching and really is just looking to change her life a little bit? Because times are hard right now and everybody has an idea.
I would say go for it full force. Don't wait until you feel like it's perfect. Be consistent, be disciplined, and be delusional.
Oh my God, that's good dating advice too. Be delusional. Back to you.
Already delusional, so we already
no,
have
it's
that
not good
one.
dating advice. Right, exactly. It's actually bad advice.
Beautiful pieces.
For dating. Right? Yeah. Look at this.
Beautiful pieces.
The stones.
I love the colors.
They're fun, happy colors.
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Make any outfit pop. Thank you. All right, coming up, protecting our kids. Where do parents draw the line between harmless online fun and something maybe more dangerous?
Our next guest is here to break down the boundaries parents can set without making their kids feel left out. First, let's get to Samana.
Hey, Good Daily Traffic is sponsored by law offices of Jacob and Ronnie. Call jacob.com. We have a brand new crash. We're going to take you out to the Sylmar area. Big rig versus another vehicle, eastbound 210 up Polk Street. You can see the slowdown there. We'll keep tabs on that. And this signaler is still in place due to 4 to 6 vehicles that collided and taking away 2 lanes. Signaler, again, in place for perhaps a little over half an hour. Southbound 5 at Lankershim Boulevard. And the better looking shot here, this is the 55, both directions. Looks good. Here's a look at some other traffic hotspots.
I looked up and just ran.
Maybe we need to seek somebody who does have the expertise to be able to guide us through the process.
If you're getting to an accident,
you're in good hands by dealing with Jacob and Ron.
Call Jacob.
And welcome back to you. I'm meteorologist Maria Quaban. This weather is sponsored by the law offices of Larry H. Parker. We take a look outside. We do have a little bit of a haze here on our Mount Wilson camera. It's not too windy, but the winds will be a little breezy as we get into the next several days with this offshore flow really going to dominate our weather with that area of high pressure. It's going to stay anchored near or over the southwest. We do have heat advisories going into effect tomorrow through at least Friday, with temperatures getting up well above average, some 20, even 30 degrees above normal. So pretty widespread heat advisories here, cautioning you about heat-related illnesses. Certainly a very big possibility with these temperatures getting up to 90s and even triple digits. A good day to hit the beach, but we do have some higher surf rolling in. Ventura 3 to 5 feet. Same for downtown, or rather LA County beaches, and then Orange County, San Diego, a little smaller, 2 to 3 to 2 to 4 feet. Here is the 7-day forecast. You can see how it's going to go from 71 along our coast to the 80s tomorrow and Friday. We'll cool down a little bit over the weekend, like downtown LA 80 today, upper 90s as you can see Thursday, Friday, and then down to the low 90s. But that is still hot, still above the average, and maybe even hotter as we get into midweek next week. Up into the valley locations, 84, a lot of sunshine, maybe some high clouds coming in Friday into Saturday. Otherwise, though, those temperatures going to stay pretty hot in the 90s. 66 degrees into Big Bear, getting into the low 70s by Friday, Saturday, upper 70s by next week. High Desert 77 today, like Lancaster out towards the Antelope Valley, and then the Coachella Valley over to Palm Springs. 90 today, but plenty of triple digits as we get into the better part of next week. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Maria, thank you. Roblox is one of the most popular online platforms for kids, but a new lawsuit raises serious questions about whether it's safe for them to play it.
LA County is suing the game, claiming it failed to protect kids from exploitation and predatory behavior. So Roblox has over 150 million daily users, and about 40% of them are under 13. The platform disputes the claims and says it's continuing to strengthen its safety protections. But for a lot of people, the story is really sparking bigger questions about screen time, online safety, and how to set boundaries at home without making kids feel left out. So let's bring in parenting psychologist Dr. Rihanna B. Patel for more. Thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you.
It can be tough for parents who are trying to keep an eye on their kids, especially if they try to set boundaries at home, but then the kids are saying, but everybody else is doing this, and you don't want to straddle the line between enforcing the rules and then also, letting your kid have some freedoms. So how do you do that?
Well, we are now, instead of just stranger danger, we're talking about gamer danger, right?
Yeah.
And so the scary part about all this is what's in our home environment. And you're right, children want a sense of belonging. They want to fit in. And of course, something like Roblox, there is the social aspect of it. But remember, as parents, it's still up to us to enforce boundaries. It's always connection with kids over correction. Naturally, children, the minute as parents we say no, what do they want to do? They want in. It's just a natural psychology of something. You put something novel in front of any of our, faces, and we're going to be okay looking at it, but the minute you say no, we want more.
It becomes like the red button.
Yes.
Don't touch the red button.
Yes. And so we really have to go about it a different way. We have to converse. We have to educate, even at an early age, about the scariness of it all. What predators will do is they'll build rapport, trust, and they'll start with understanding the game first and come in that way. And so they will develop a friendship, what they think is a friendship, and just as you said before we got on, is actually take to a level because they want to feel needed. They want to feel accepted, and they'll do those scary things and making poor choices. So for parents, not just following the rules, but teaching your children what are healthy choices to make and coming to you to disclose things that feel off, that don't feel right.
And making them feel comfortable enough to do that.
You're not kidding, though. I mean, it's like we lived in the stranger danger world, which part of it was like teaching your kid in the event that something happens, what should they do? And now you have these predators that are like basically inside your homes now, or potentially could be, and you have to teach them to make the right choice should something happen to them.
Right, come to me. And so establishing boundaries, because saying no you can't do isn't enough. You just cannot limit something to the point where they cannot have access. So teaching them, limiting access, and helping them understand why they need to do this. What is it? Not just because. What are the consequences of doing something that is unhealthy, unsafe? The other important thing is, as parents, we have to look at and be that detective and look at and say, well, what is drawing them to something like a video game? Is it the design? Is it the social aspect? Is it the fact that it's extra stimulating?
Probably all the above.
And if that is, then check in with other parents. So many of us are on parent communities, parent groups. Ask them, you know, what are you doing in place of this? Come together. It's better as a team than just one parent being that parent saying, no, you can't have this. You can't be on this.
Because they'll just go somewhere else where they can get it. And if all the parents aren't communicating to each other and sort of in this agreement that, no, we're not going to let our kid use this platform until they're X years old, then it becomes difficult for any one parent to manage.
Yeah, absolutely. And the important part about that is, if you find out the who, the what, and the why, ask them, why do you like this? Tell me more about this game. Then that'll help you understand what is needed on the outside. So maybe myself as a parent, I need to create more social opportunities. Maybe we got to create more of a play date or a way that we're outside the house or doing things as a family that fill that same void that they might be missing.
It's a brave new world. Great to have you in the studio.
Thank you
so much for all of your advice, Rena.
Thank you.
For more parenting tips, head to Rena's website. It's renabpatel.com. All right, let's check in with Roxy and Sandra with what's coming up on the next 2 hours of Good Day LA. Good morning.
Right. Thank you. So, highlighting the importance of mental health in youth sports, kids are training harder than ever. Why experts say their mental health needs just as much attention.
Plus, a hefty bill for the U.S. military for crab legs and lobster. How much money Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth authorized for the lavish food.
Good morning. Welcome to 9 a.m. I'm Roxy Karabadian.
I'm Sandra Endo. Let's take a look at today's headlines.
LAPD investigating a bullying incident at a school that may have caused a young girl's death. What the family is doing in just 30 minutes.
Plus, Superintendent Alberto Carvalho breaks his silence on the FBI raids at his home and office. What we know this morning.
And I'm Amanda Salas. There are a lot of good concerts coming up, but the real question is, how much are you willing to spend on a ticket? What a new report is revealing about the affordability crisis right here in LA. But first, let's talk LA weather with Maria.
And it is going up as far as the heat goes. The numbers, the temperatures are definitely going to be in the 90s and triple digits potentially as we get into tomorrow and Friday. Today will be noticeably warmer, but I do think tomorrow and Friday will be the warmest. Not much in the way of cloud cover outside, so it's going to heat up quickly. Today, temperatures right now still on the comfortable side. Cool, 53 in Woodland Hills, 54 in Pasadena. It's 36, just above freezing in Big Bear to that 64 in Palm Springs. High temperatures today will range anywhere from 90 in Palm Springs in the low desert to the mid-upper 70s in the high desert areas. The mountains should get up to around 66 in Big Bear. Downtown LA, 80 degrees today, which is a 10-degree jump from yesterday's 70. 84 for the valleys and the Inland Empire to the low 70s at the coast. As I mentioned, much hotter even as we get to the next couple of days after today. So I'll go over those temperatures when I come back. Back to you.
Maria, thank you. A domestic dispute leads to a deadly shooting at a Bellflower apartment complex. The suspect remains on the run. Sheriff's deputies were called just after midnight to Bellflower Boulevard. This is near Rosecrans Avenue. Homicide detectives say the suspect was visiting his girlfriend when he got into a confrontation with another man. They say the fight spilled onto the parking area where the shooting occurred. The man died at the scene. If you know anything, call the Sheriff's Department.
A family says an alleged school bullying incident in Reseda is linked to the death of their 12-year-old daughter.
Now they're planning to take some legal action. Gigi Graciette reports.
That's right. In just half an hour, the family of 12-year-old Kimberly Zavaleta and their attorneys will formally announce they're going to sue the Los Angeles Unified School District over what they allege was repeated bullying at Reseda Charter High School. According to the family, on February 17th, Kimberly stepped in to defend her sister, who they say was being bullied by a group of students on campus. During that confrontation, Kimberly was hit in the head with a metal water bottle, they say. She was taken to UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital, where she underwent brain surgery and was then placed in a medically induced coma. She died shortly after. At a vigil for her last month, we spoke to her uncle.
If there's a cautionary tale here, is that this should not happen to anybody's kid. It's the fear of every parent and every uncle and every brother and every loved one to lose someone. But especially when it's somebody so young that did nothing wrong to anybody.
Now, LA Unified has not yet responded to the news of the lawsuit. We just reached out to them this morning, but earlier they said the safety and well-being of our students is taken very seriously. We are cooperating with law enforcement in connection with this incident. Now, it's very important to note that this morning we reached out to both the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner and the LAPD, and both of them confirmed that they have not determined how and why 12-year-old Kimberly Zavaleta died. As a matter of fact, the medical examiner told us they've asked for additional tests, and officially the cause of death has been deferred until those test results are in. We'll have much more on this story coming up on Good Day LA and Fox 11. For now, I'm Gigi Graciette in West Los Angeles.
Regardless, just so tragic. All right, Gigi, thank you. LAUSD Superintendent Alberto Carvalho is responding for the first time after FBI raids his home and office. His spokesperson and law firm wrote that Carvalho, quote, remains confident that the evidence will ultimately demonstrate that he acted appropriately and in the best interests of students. We hope the school board reinstates him promptly to his position as superintendent. The FBI investigation focuses on a chatbot for LA schools. In 2023, Carvalho announced the district's $3 million deal with All Here, the company behind a chatbot named Ed. But that never made it to LAUSD classrooms. Its founder has been charged by federal federal authorities with fraud and identity theft. The school board met yesterday for the first time since Carvalho was placed on leave. Acting superintendent led the meeting, which partly focused on federal immigration raids and their effect on families.
Please know we stand with you. We will support you. We will ensure that our campuses are safe, secure, and welcoming environments for our students and staff.
Andres Chait is now facing major challenges as acting superintendent, including a worsening budget outlook for the school district and tense labor talks.
Police patrols increasing in downtown LA after a violent street takeover spilled into a luxury apartment complex over the weekend. The disturbance near Figueroa and LA Live left people and businesses alarmed. Officials saying many of these takeovers are organized on social media, sometimes hitting multiple locations in a single night. Mayor Karen Bass condemned what happened, calling it despicable and warning that LAPD will arrest anyone causing trouble downtown.
And if you start mayhem, you will be arrested. We have zero tolerance for breaking windows and running amok in lobbies like we saw at the Circa Apartments this weekend.
LAPD Chief Jim McDonnell says the department is committed to keeping downtown LA safe with increased patrols on foot, horseback, and undercover.
A hazmat scare at Disneyland sent 7 cast members to the hospital. Firefighters responded to reports of an unknown odor near the Star Tours and Space Mountain attractions just after noon yesterday. 7 employees were hospitalized with symptoms like dizziness and shortness of breath. Disneyland officials say the smell came from burnt building materials used by a contractor backstage. Everything resumed as normal about 2 hours later, and no guests were impacted.
Now to the war in Iran. Updates are coming in by the minute, so let's get you caught up with the very latest headlines. The New York Times reporting the U.S. is at fault for a deadly Tomahawk missile strike on an Iranian elementary school. And according to an outgoing investigation, this was a targeted missile mistake, that is, made by the U.S. military. More than 175 people, mostly children, were killed in that attack. U.S. officials are saying the target coordinates were created using outdated data provided by the Defense Intelligence Agency.
Countries agreed to release 400 million barrels of stockpiled oil, the largest ever in history. International energy agencies, 32 member countries, including the U.S., Canada, and most nations in Europe, will tap their strategic reserves in an effort to offset supply fears and bring down crude prices. Details about timing and oil amounts each country will contribute have yet to be announced.
It comes after at least 3 ships were struck in and around the Strait of Hormuz this morning. Iran appeared to claim responsibility for at least one of the attacks and said as long as it continues getting attacked, Iran won't allow, quote, a single liter of oil to pass through the strait to reach the U.S., Israel, and their allies.
That's certainly making an impact here locally. Filling up at the pump is obviously getting more painful by the day as gas prices continue to jump across the Southland.
Let's go to Mario right now in Bellflower with more on the local highs and the lows of fuel prices. Hi, Mario.
Hi, Roxy and Sandra. Gas prices have now gone up 11 consecutive days as global tensions continue to push prices higher. Now, we're at a gas station this morning in Bellflower, one of the cheapest in the area. And take a look, $4.79 for unleaded gasoline, and it's $4.89 if you're paying with credit. That makes this one of the cheapest in the area. But the reality is most drivers across Southern California are paying more than this, and prices keep climbing. So take a look. Skyfox over one of the most expensive gas stations in Southern California. This is a Chevron on Alameda in downtown LA, where regular unleaded is selling for $8.31 a gallon this morning, and that's more than $3 higher than what drivers are paying here. Experts say the biggest factor behind the spike in gas prices is the conflict involving Iran, which is disrupting global oil shipments. AAA says when global supply gets tight, demand spikes everywhere, and that means countries around the world are competing for the same oil supplies. And on top of that, California is dealing with its own issues, including the switch to the more expensive summer gas blend and refinery shutdowns. And now let's give you a look at regional averages. Prices quickly creeping toward the $6 mark. According to AAA, LA County's average is now around $5.38 a gallon. Orange County $5.34, Ventura $5.32, and Riverside and San Bernardino counties both around $5.26 a gallon. Drivers sounding off about the soaring prices this morning.
I don't like it, period, and stuff, because people nowadays and stuff can't afford it.
I personally believe in our president and what he's doing. I believe that it's just gonna pass, and we're gonna get back to normal and maybe even better.
I could say a whole lot to Trump. Yes, our gas prices need to go back to normal. That's number one. Yeah, we won't be able to survive. I mean, you'll be choosing whether you eat or put gas in your car.
Now, President Trump addressing the spike in gas prices, saying the recent increase is temporary, blaming global oil supply disruptions. Meanwhile, we have another graph to show you just how fast prices have been climbing. The average price in Los Angeles has jumped significantly over the past week. We're talking over 50 cents in 7 days, and that's part of an 11-day streak of increases. So coming back out here live, we continue to see people fill up. We should mention the state average for a gallon of unleaded this morning, $5.33. That's up 60 cents in the last week, according to AAA. And this gas station alone jumped up 40 cents in the last week, but it's still one of the cheapest we could find in the area this morning. For now, live in Bellflower, we'll send it back to you.
Prices are certainly crazy out there. It's really making an impact on so many people. All right, Mario, thank you. The Global Entry program restarts today, just weeks after it was paused because of the partial government shutdown. Global Entry allows for flyers to receive expedited processing upon their return to the United States from international travel. This is only for American citizens and legal permanent residents. Travelers who sign up for the program must pay a fee. They're vetted and keep the privilege for up to 5 years. Although Homeland Security funding has lapsed, most of its operations are still being carried out and essential functions continue.
Rideshare riders get ready to pay more to get to and from the airport. In a unanimous vote, airport commissioners agreed to increase the $4 fee to $6 for all companies providing passenger pickups and drop-offs at the airport. That fee expected to jump to $12 within the central terminal area. Officials say the change would help manage congestion at the airport and fund major upgrades, including the airport's automated people mover. In response, Uber released a statement saying raising the LAX rideshare fees would punish travelers, working families, and seniors who depend on affordable, reliable transportation. Uber supports improving LAX, but not on the backs of the people who keep it running. More to come on that for sure. All right, 9/11 still to come. Amanda's joining us with top stories entertainment-wise this morning, including what Conan O'Brien is now saying about the late Rob and Michelle Reiner.
But first, to check our traffic.
And Good Day LA Traffic is brought to you by DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. As we take a look at one of our live traffic cameras here, we have a good-looking freeway. This is the 5 freeway here, northbound 5 are the cars coming at you on the left-hand side at Olive Avenue. Both sides of the 5 here looking nice and smooth. The traffic coming out of downtown towards Santa Monica on that 10, 44 minutes. So it is slow between the 5 to the 4-5. Northbound 110 between the 4-5 to the 10, 34 minutes. That's pretty average for this time. Westbound 60 between the 57 to the 5, 38 minutes there. Here's a look at some of the other traffic hotspots.
This broadcast is locally sponsored by DTLA Law Group, Auto Accident and Injury Attorneys. Have an injury? Text Injury Help to 40222 or visit us online at calldowntown.com. Message and data rates and usage may apply.
How's it going?
Good morning. It's going well. We're going to get into some Benny Blanco, Ed Sheeran stuff coming.
Okay.
But before I share that, I want to touch on this story. Entertainment is sponsored by Yamava Resort and Casino. Now, it has been a few months since Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle Reiner's tragic deaths at their home the night of Conan O'Brien's holiday party where they attended. Now Conan O'Brien has spoken about that night and how he's feeling in this aftermath. So in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Conan is sharing some reflections on the killing of his friends, Rob and Michelle Reiner, saying, quote, "Very simply, we had a party. We invited our really good friends, and then the next day, this terrible thing happened. Whatever difficulties my wife and I have experienced having our name attached to it are nothing compared to the scale of the tragedy for the family and the loss of Rob and Michelle. If you're a known person, your name is going to get dragged into things sometimes, but it is not a hardship. There is only sadness that they're gone." I think that was well put. Not only Conan's name, but Bill Hader's name getting attached to it as well, because there were reports that their son Nick Reiner was trying to interrupt a conversation with Bill Hader and someone else, and Bill said, "I'm sorry, I'm talking to someone," and allegedly that got set him off, or he was offended by that, to which Rob Reiner had to talk to his son. And so I think him sharing that, yes, while their name is attached to it, it's just pure sadness all around. The whole situation is just tragic.
I mean, it's traumatic. You think about, this was the last time I saw these people, and what did I say to them last?
Right. And you're thinking about everything that happened that night.
Replaying it in your head.
Could it have done something different?
Yeah. But, you know, at the end of the day, he lost his friend, and that's what he wanted.
Well, there was also some talk that, wasn't it, there's some talk about him thinking of calling the police, or someone had said you should, and he had. Am I like imagining this? I feel like there was some conversation about that.
Could have happened that night. I mean, because there was an incident that took place. Enough people noticed.
But you replay. The point is, you replay all these scenarios in your mind,
Of
and
course.
it's like torture, because it is what it is, and nothing can change from it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, sending them all some healing, especially again his children, his family. So Benny Blanco is a music producer. He's husband of Selena Gomez, and he's a good friend of Ed Sheeran. And apparently, according to Ed Sheeran, he smells really good. So Ed Sheeran joined his longtime musical collaborator Benny Blanco on the latest episode of Blanco's Friends Keep Secrets podcast. Now, Ed Sheeran revealed that he showers twice a day. And he then added, "I feel like I'm like you, though. I look like I don't smell good, but actually, you're the best smelling person I know."
Really?
And then
funny
Benny,
comment.
look at his feet. Look at his feet there.
I don't want to.
So then Benny Blanco said, "I know, I smell good," and he agreed with Ed Sheeran. So noting that, feet. He says that he doesn't even tend to smell when he hasn't showered. Now, the feet, I want to point out the feet. This is why this is a thing, because Benny Blanco sparked major backlash when he appeared to fart and also showed off his dirty feet on the debut episode of the Friends Keep Secrets podcast last month. So what did Selena Gomez do when he received all this backlash?
I don't want to see this video.
I know. Now
Selena kissed his feet.
Wait, just like that, or were they freshly
She did a
cleaned?
post where she kissed his feet because he was getting a lot of backlash for it.
Yeah, but were they dirty feet or clean feet?
You know, I didn't have a chance to inspect the cleanliness of the foot at the time of the photo, but I will get on that. I'm going to actually call Gigi Gracia and have Gigi
get just lost the very few brain cells I had left. This is like ridiculous.
This is what people are talking about online, though.
Well, that's disturbing if this is what people are talking about online.
But would you ever kiss your husband's feet on social media?
No. Yeah. The only feet I kiss are my children. And that might be almost over, too, because they're growing up.
That's true. That's true. All right. Well, last hour we asked you what moment you would relive. Here are the results. This was because we did a prom story today. And it looks like 51% of you say your first car.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That is exciting, though.
Yeah.
Your first car.
Yeah.
Driving by yourself for the first time, it's even cooler. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to you. I'm meteorologist Maria Corban. Good Day LA weather is sponsored by Pechanga Resort Casino. Looking at Disney here, Disney Wonder. That is just off the coast of Catalina. I know they're going to get into those tenders. Is that what we call it, Saul? Those tenders, those little boats that will take them. What are they? Tenders?
Tenders, not tenders.
Oh, not tenders, no, tenders. They're getting ready to move into the Avalon Harbor there, and it's going to be a nice day, actually. Area of high pressure is in control of our weather right now, and we have this offshore flow that is developing as this ridge of high pressure moves over the southwest, and it's going to get very hot as we get into tomorrow and Friday. It'll be hot today with temperatures jumping up 10 degrees or so to the 80s, but tomorrow it'll be in the 90s, close to triple digits. And we do have heat alerts going into place for the dangerous heat that's coming. It'll be a prolonged period of time where we'll get this very high temperature for everybody, and that is going to pose heat-related illnesses for everybody. So please keep that in mind as you plan ahead to the afternoons. Tomorrow and Friday, make sure you get into some cool air conditioning and check on the elderly, check on our kids, and also our pets. Before you walk them outside, you know, their paws can get burned by those very hot sidewalks. Here is the heat advisory, pretty much widespread across SoCal. Temperatures will get to a more manageable point today, but you're definitely going to feel the difference. 80 for downtown, but tomorrow some 20, even 30 degrees above the average. Just a quick look at Thousand Oaks, getting into around the mid-70s later this afternoon. Back to you.
Thank you, Maria. All right. When is the last time you've been to a concert in LA, and how much did you pay? So first, last concert you went to?
I can't even remember. I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Well, sorry, I'm just going to pop this back in there.
Just tell us.
All right, I'll just tell you. A new study by research company Wingy ranks our city near the bottom when it comes to concert affordability. So LA is the most expensive concert market on the West Coast. $134 for the average ticket. That sounds
super low.
But you got to be sitting
that. Yeah, nosebleeds.
In the nosebleeds. That's double the least expensive city, which is Cleveland at $68 a ticket. I mean, even New York City was much less at $91. And despite its reputation as expensive, San Fran offers much better prices than LA for concert tickets, averaging $92. I'll tell you, the last concert I went to was Backstreet Boys in Vegas.
That's in Vegas, though.
And I went to Taylor Swift in Vegas when she did her Eras tour because it was cheaper for me to go with a bunch of girlfriends. We road tripped it to Vegas, stayed in a hotel for a night, and went to Taylor Swift at Allegiant Stadium versus the price of going here to SoFi.
Really? So
Yeah, I was just checking how much the ticket was.
A lot of people are even flying overseas to go see Taylor Swift. It's cheaper to go
That's right.
to Europe, to Japan to watch her than here.
You have
Why,
the travel
though?
plans. How
But
is
still,
that?
it's so much more expensive.
Hotel, gas, and even dinner, and our concert ticket, which was a good seat in Vegas, was cheaper than an average median price ticket.
That's
at
wild.
SoFi.
Why do they jack it up here?
LA, baby.
It's the weather. Let's blame everything on the weather.
baby.
You're paying the weather pricing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
I want to see Bruno Mars in concert.
There you go.
Welcome to 9:30 on this Wednesday morning. I'm Roxy Carpadian.
And I'm Sandra Enda. Thanks for joining us. Let's take a look at today's headlines. Bizarre new details about the woman accused of shooting at Rihanna's home while she was inside. We have the latest.
Plus, we're learning more about one of the cargo ships attacked by Iran near the Strait of Hormuz and whether the end of the war is anywhere in sight.
Professional athletes like Simone Biles and Alyssa Liu are carrying the conversation of mental health in sports, and experts are stressing it needs to start when kids are young. I'll explain, but first to check on weather.
And we do have some great weather today. You will feel the difference today from yesterday as we're starting that heat wave and that warm up, getting to around 80 degrees for downtown. That's 10 degrees warmer than yesterday and above the average of 70. Our sunset time later this evening at 6:58. And as we look at our future pattern, basically an area of high pressure is just going to be in control of our weather. It'll weaken just a tiny bit as we get into Saturday, Sunday, allowing those temperatures to drop a couple of degrees, but it'll still be above average. In fact, another area of high pressure reinforces the offshore flow by midweek next week, and even hotter temperatures expected. So this is a prolonged period of really high temperatures, and this heat wave will pose some dangerous conditions for us, especially if you are in the vulnerable population of the elderly, the kids. If you have any illnesses, this is going to be a big problem. So make sure you get in some air conditioning where it's nice and cool and safe. 84 in Woodland Hills, though, today. Same for Ontario and San Bernardino. On Corona, Riverside, if you like it warmer, Palm Springs, 90 degrees. But this is nothing. Wait till you see the extended outlook. I'll show you that in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Maria, thank you. Prosecutors have formally charged a Florida woman with attempted murder in the shooting at singer Rihanna's Beverly Crest home. 35-year-old Ivana Ortiz faces 14 criminal count charges, including attempted murder, assault with a semi-automatic firearm, and shooting at an occupied home or vehicle. We're learning that Rihanna and partner A$AP Rocky were inside an Airstream trailer that was hit by gunfire. The couple's 3 young children, Rihanna's mother and 2 staffers, were in the home, but no one was injured. The LAPD says it is reviewing social media accounts believed to belong to Ortiz. A number of uploads mention Rihanna, including the following post from January 21st.
I'm fighting with the devil himself, and that's why you got Rihanna over there all jealous, because how am I, because her faith is the devil. Rihanna's faith is the devil, okay? I don't like her, and she's always trying to steal from me.
Ortiz made her first court appearance yesterday, but the judge would not allow cameras to show her face. Her arraignment was postponed until March 25th. U.S. military action in the Middle East is now turning to the Strait of Hormuz, where 3 ships were reportedly hit early this morning.
The British military says an unknown projectile hit one cargo ship just north of Oman in the middle of the strait. The ship caught fire and crew was forced to evacuate. 2 other cargo ships were hit by projectiles near the United Arab Emirates. Oman's Navy rescued 20 crew members on the Thai cargo ship, and officials are working to rescue the remaining 3. The attacks come as Iran threatened to block the region's oil exports, saying it would not allow, quote, a single leader to be sent to its enemies. An Iranian Navy commander is claiming responsibility for striking the Thai ship, saying it, quote, ignored the warnings. And as we work to get more information on that incident, it comes as the White House had to walk back a report that the U.S. Navy had escorted a ship through the critical waterway responsible for 20% of the world's oil supply. In the meantime, the U.S. said it took out 16 mine-laying Iranian ships yesterday. In a post on Truth Social, President Trump said there were no reports of Iran planting explosives in the Strait of Hormuz, but he threatened to hit the country at a, quote, level never seen before if Iran failed to remove any mines it may have deployed. President Trump has said the mission is ahead of schedule and will be over soon, but only when all U.S. military's objectives are achieved.
The president has talked about this repeatedly. Wisely, he does not rule options out as commander-in-chief.
We seem to be on a path toward deploying American troops on the ground in Iran to accomplish any of the potential objectives here.
Senators on the Armed Services Committee received another classified briefing yesterday. Many Democrats are saying there isn't a clear strategy. The Pentagon reports 140 U.S. service members have been wounded since the start of this war.
And we're feeling the effects of the war with Iran at the gas station. According to AAA, the national average is $3.58. In California, the statewide average is about $5.34. In Los Angeles and Long Beach, we're seeing $5.38 per gallon. Orange County, $5.34. Riverside and San Bernardino, $5.26.
The Department of Transportation holding discussions on the future of self-driving vehicles. The department is launching its first National AV Safety Forum in Washington, D.C. Leaders from the auto taxi industry are talking about the latest developments in vehicle automation and how to make self-driving tech safer. Waymo's co-CEO detailed how the company is providing 400,000 trips per week in Los Angeles and 5 other U.S. cities.
Been able to demonstrate a 10x reduction in serious injury or worse crashes compared to humans driving in the same area.
And I think this technology can have a profound impact on saving more lives in America.
A major hurdle for the auto taxi industry is public confidence. According to a new poll from UC San Diego, 62% of people would not want to ride in a driverless vehicle.
And here's an example why. Caught on camera, a woman's first ride in a Waymo quickly turned into a traffic scare in Arizona.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh my God! Sorry!
Did you get that?
Oh my God. Terrifying.
Yeah.
I know. The rider says the driverless car stopped in the middle of an intersection while trying to turn, crossing multiple lanes of traffic in the process, as you saw right there. The woman posted the video on her social media page saying the ride was far more thrilling than she expected. Our sister station in Phoenix reached out to Waymo, and the company says it takes incidents like this very seriously and is investigating.
Well, I should hope so.
Oh, yeah, terrifying.
That is
Imagine
scary.
getting hit.
We're getting into prom season, and this morning we're spotlighting some good news for hundreds of kids in the LA area.
Coco joining us live from Burbank. Hi there, Coco.
Hey there, we are here at the lot for Warner Brothers Studios. This is a really big deal. We are talking about this annual event called Say Yes to the Prom. You can see so many students are here. 500 students will be picking their prom dress or suit, and they're from local high schools. I am here with Dennis now from Warner Brothers Discovery, and if you can talk about why it's so important to have this event every year.
Absolutely. First, thank you so much for being here. This is such a special event for us. It's our 14th year. It's a tour, actually. It culminates here in Los Angeles, but we start in Atlanta, New York. We've been to Knoxville, Tennessee, and all just to let young people know that they're special and that they are deserving of this special moment. This is the culmination of their academic career, but also the launching pad into their professional lives. And so we want them to know what it means to celebrate that moment and to have a moment here with us where we say, when you look good, you feel good. And so that you can walk into a room with your head held high, whether it's going into an interview or going into an internship. This is the moment where your professional life begins.
I love that. Thank you so much, Dennis. And I love how he talked about the confidence, too. And I'm here with Andrea, who is a senior from John Burroughs. Oh, my gosh. What does today mean to you?
Oh, my gosh. I feel like I've been waiting for prom since I was like a little girl. I have like a 15-year age gap with my sister, and I remember being little and seeing that prom dress of hers in my closet, and I was just like, I can't wait to like wear a dress similar to this one day. And yeah, like since day one of high school, I was like, is it almost prom time yet? Can someone invite me? I love me a good party. I love dressing up, hang out with my friends and everything. Like, I'm just really excited. Yes.
Oh my gosh, this is your moment. You said you're looking for a red dress.
Red dress, yes. That's my sister's color that she wore to her prom, and I kind of want to keep that tradition going, and yeah.
Well, Andrea, I cannot wait to see your dress. Thank you so much for talking to us, and congrats to you on this huge moment.
So much.
I just love hearing from the students how excited they are. When they came in, by the way, there was a huge round of applause for everyone, lots of cheering. cheering, lots of excitement here. It's going to be an amazing day and a great prom season. I'll send it back to you.
Oh my
Definitely is. I love events like this. It's one-stop shopping for the kids or for the young adults, and gosh, what a memory, right?
It's really funny because my kids were asking about prom yesterday, and they're 6 and 9.
Already
so I'm like,
asking?
hang on a second.
Yeah, slow down. All right, Coco, thank you. Now, this Saturday, the first ever in-person experience from Kristen Marie Studio is opening to the public at the Grove.
Brooke is there with more on the jewelry brand's big pop-up event. Hi.
Lots of bling.
Hey there, I'm here at the Grove at a really cool new pop-up where there is something for everybody. I am here with Kristen of Kristen Marie Studio. Thank you for being here with us and sharing this space. It is stunning in here, and what I love about this is that you built this brand yourself. Talk to me about that.
It started me by myself on my living room floor.
Oh, yes, we love a story like this.
Yes, making things for myself and sharing my process on social media, and everyone just joined the journey, and we've been taking off ever since.
I get that. I can tell you're a trendsetter, and so people, they saw something that you were just making to go out in, and they wanted that, and I'm sure it just went from there.
Yeah, I started with a piece that I was making myself for my birthday. That's our Zodiac collection, and that's been viral ever since. A staple in our business.
Is that on the wall right there?
It is.
Yes, I like that. Oh my gosh, Carlos, it's right behind you. They're so nice. Yes, okay, we'll show them. And then, okay, it started with the Zodiac collection.
And also one of the ones that we're really known for right now is also our gemstone pieces. So all the different arrays of different colored gemstones is really, really great. So, and that's a great example of our range. So the Zodiac starts at around $40 or $50, and the gemstone pieces go up to almost $200, and we have pieces even elevated than that. So a little bit of something for everybody.
And your advice to other women who may be out there wanting to start their own business, be delusional, right?
Be absolutely delusional. It doesn't have to matter to anybody else as long as it matters to you, and just go crazy for it.
Okay, how long are you here in this spot?
We will be here at least a month.
Oh, okay, good. You have time. Come on out here. Her prices start at $40, and they go up. There's actually some really, really, really nice stuff in here, okay? So come check it out. We are right here at the Grove. Just as soon as you come down the escalator out of the parking garage, boom, she's right here. Come check her out. Back to you.
All right, have fun shopping. That's an amazing story. Thank you, Brooke. All right, the Olympics not only highlighted amazing performances, but also the importance of mental health for athletes in their quest for gold. But the mental load is not just heavy for kids in sports, but also for this next generation of children growing up in a digital world. Mastering a perfect spin on the ice or dominating on the field takes hours, weeks, and years to perfect. But all that effort can come crashing down in an instant.
Definitely there's so much pressure on young children and teens that we weren't seeing generations in the past.
The mind is often stronger than muscle, so a negative thought, anxiety, and the pressure to be perfect can ruin years of practice. Not only for athletes and performers, but child psychologists say most young kids today are living in a pressure cooker.
We see little kids are on iPads. They're seeing, they're seeing another 6-year-old in their dance competition, and they're doing crazy pirouettes and all this stuff, and they're like, wait, I can't even finish one little dance move. So it starts very young, way younger than we've ever seen. So yeah, social media has a huge impact. They're comparing themselves with every little nook and cranny to every other kiddo out there, and that just causes pressure.
Mental health experts say they've seen a huge surge in parents and children seeking help. Living in a social media world of comparison, it's not only stealing joy, but creating anxiety and depression.
Some of the basic symptoms we'll see: sleep impacted, socialization, so they'll isolate, they'll withdraw. We'll see, externalized behaviors like differences in breathing, biting nails, headaches. We call them, in psychology, we call them psychosomatic symptoms, which essentially means the body is connected to the heart and the soul and emotions. So a lot of the behaviors will come out, and especially like tummy aches, stomach aches, feeling nauseous. We hear that a lot from kiddos.
Psychologists say parents can do their part by being in tune with their kids. They say kids need to find the fun in what they're doing in order to perform. Seeking perfection at an early age is not always the way to go for long-term success.
Our goal is to give kiddos tools now so that as adults they're successful, so that when they have their wings to fly why they know how to handle things like failure, like mistakes. And frankly, what we're seeing in this society, and I could get into a whole thing on parenting, is that as parents, we're always there to rescue our kids. It's okay if your kiddo makes a mistake. It's okay if they fail, because they're going to grow 10 times more, 100 times more from this. And in the moment, it's really going to hurt your child, but a day from now, 2 days from now, a week from now, you can really sit there and reflect, and that's where the growth happens.
Nurturing growth as a pathway to success. Sandra Endo, Fox 11 News. And remember, part of that growth means letting your kids fail. It's so hard for parents, right, to let go and see that failure happen. But it's important, and it's really interesting to know child psychologists say more and more young people and their parents are seeking help than ever before. So the stigma is really dying down, which is good to see. And help could come in the form of just asking for help at school, a school counselor. And it's not always an expensive type of therapy that you have to enter. So
just some kind of support. Yeah.
All right, coming up, you think you've seen all types of magic tricks before, but just wait.
You are in for a treat. We're going to introduce you to a guy who does things you won't believe with bubbles. He's going to do it for us live in the studio. Wait until you see his costume. That's next.
All right, let's talk about our heat that's coming, especially as we get into tomorrow and Friday. Look at our forecast high temperatures on the left and then the record high temperatures. So it looks like we're going to potentially shatter the old records. Downtown LA, we're projecting 97 on Friday, the old record 93, Woodland Hills 95, Fullerton 94. Look at Pasadena expecting 98 degrees and that record was 91. So we'll wait and see if we get there, and it looks to be like we will according to our computer models. If you're headed to the beach, that's a good spot to try to get some relief from from the heat. Temperatures on the sand today in the low 70s. 3 to 5 foot sets, though, rolling in Ventura, LA County beaches as well, a little smaller for Orange County, San Diego. Just watch the strong rip current risk, please, as always advised to swim or paddle out near a lifeguard. 71 today along our coastline, 80s as we get into tomorrow. We'll cool it down a little bit as we get to Saturday and Sunday, but it's still going to be above average. 80 for downtown LA today. Look at the upper 90s by Friday. And then we'll get down to the low 90s, which isn't really that much cooler. It's still going to be above average. And as we get to next week, Wednesday, it'll be a start of another round of really very hot temperatures. 84 for the valleys and the Inland Empire, 98 by Friday. Heat advisories go into effect tomorrow and likely be expanded through next week, really, with this prolonged period of heat that can pose a lot of danger for a lot of us, especially the elderly, the young kids, our pets. So just keep an eye out on them, please. Stay indoors in some air conditioning and try to really limit your physical activity outdoors. 90 degrees for Palm Springs, 98 Friday, and then look at the triple digits by early next week. All right, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Maria, thank you. Our next guest takes soap and water and turns it into something incredible.
His name is Armand Avedissian. He's 18 years old, and as you can see, he does things you can't do, and that's why he is a bubble illusion artist. Armand is joining us in the studio. This is going to be so fun. Welcome to the studio. First of all, your outfit. Tell us about your outfit.
Thank you.
Who made this?
It's handmade from Russia.
Okay.
So you're a bubble master. How did you start manipulating bubbles and start this show?
I started when I was young. Kid, I mean maybe 10 years old.
You're still young.
Yeah, you're right.
I know.
Yeah, so I'm trying to do bubbles, like experiments with bubbles, and step by step, it's growing back into the business.
It's become a whole full-blown business. Blown business. No
With
pun intended.
Too.
The bubble, by the way, smells really good. What's it? What is the solution?
It's magical solution. What I'm doing for every show.
Okay.
Like handmade solution. So
you actually make this?
Yes, you're right.
Oh wow! And that's the secret, huh?
Yes, that's a secret.
To the solution.
Every artist have a secret.
Okay.
For this thing.
So, but you do bubbles and fire. I was looking at smoke.
Yes,
smoke,
you're right.
fire, and bubbles.
Yes, you're right.
Which came first?
Maybe it's gonna be first fire.
Oh, fire first.
Okay. Now, did someone train you, or did you just kind of experiment your way into this?
More it's experiment. So I'm trying to do like bubbles in my hands with soap.
Yeah.
Then I wash my hand.
So creative.
And yes.
Okay,
like
and you perform at like people hire you.
Yes, you're right. I work for kids parties, for events, for families parties, events. So anywhere.
We're gonna put you to work. What do you want to show us first?
So now I'm gonna show you first smoke bubbles.
Ooh. Wait, where did that smoke come from? That's so cool.
Wow. Can I touch it?
Oh my gosh, look.
How are you? Oh, wow.
Wow. That is incredible. Oh my God.
It's like he's manipulating.
I know.
Wow.
It smells good too. It's not. Yeah, it's like soapy smoke.
Wow. I can see why people want to hire you for parties.
Where the smoke comes from though.
It must be the solution, right?
Let's see.
What's happening now?
Oh my God. That's awesome.
This is so great.
I love it.
Okay. We have 2 minutes more of this magic. Wow.
This is impressive enough.
I have to tell you, Armand, it's the smell. It's so good.
It's harder.
Yes.
It smells like fresh laundry.
Fresh laundry. Yeah, I guess that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
But like really fruity. Fruity, fresh laundry. That's how I would describe it.
I can't even hold a bubble.
So now we're gonna do fire.
Okay, the fire. Okay,
here we go.
Okay.
Whoa. Wow. Did you guys catch that?
Let's do it again.
Gosh, it was fast.
Have you ever hurt yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo!
Fun.
That's incredible.
I can see. I see why you showed up with the map. By the way, thank you. You're very considerate.
And it gets really hot.
Which one? Oh, high five.
Oh, so cool.
Which one is your favorite trick, would you say?
My favorite trick is fire.
Fire.
It gets really hot.
I'll show you.
Because we're standing right
Which
here,
one?
and when he makes them explode, it's hot. It's like a fireball.
I like this one.
Yeah, that's a good one. We have less than a minute, just so you can
Okay, so
give us the good stuff.
Okay.
What do you want to end on?
So let's see. I think we're gonna do the bigger one.
The
Big
bigger
bubble.
one? Okay.
You have a lot of equipment, all different types of bubbles that you could create.
Did you make all this stuff, by the way? Or you can buy this? You can buy it? Okay.
This, but it's handmade too.
Okay.
So.
That's nice.
Ooh, it's so cool. Oh my
bubbles
gosh.
and bubbles.
Okay, Armand, we have 30 seconds left.
All right, so
what's
now
the last
you're gonna try to make a bubbles.
Okay,
right?
okay.
Okay, let's see. Okay, give you this thing, and you guys gonna blow.
That's it? Okay.
Perfect.
Nice.
Are you gonna put us in a bubble?
Of course.
Okay.
Ooh.
We're gonna do right now.
Okay, let's do
So
it.
now.
Can we stand
who will be
together?
first?
Can we stand together and hold each other?
All right, let's
Okay.
try it.
Hold me, Sandra. Hold me. Okay.
1,
Oh my gosh, I want to make it pop.
and 3.
Oh, so cool.
Okay, let's do one more.
Let's do one more. Let's do one more.
Perfect.
Armand, thank you so much. Give him a follow. What's your Instagram again?
Awesome.
It's arm show.
Arm Show. ARM underscore show
Yeah, show
underscore. Thank you so much. That was so much fun. All right,
Thank
leave us
you
with
for having
one
me.
other thing as we go to commercial. Do anything.
Smoke
Let's do
one.
this.
Yeah.
This one.
Ooh, a fan. Oh, we'll be right back. Woo! So fun.
Oh, look at that.
I'm like a kid. Woo!
That is so awesome.
Look at that.
I love the smoke.
Good morning. Welcome to 10 a.m. Here are some of the stories we're covering for you.
The U.S. is vowing to stop the Iranian Navy from choking off the Strait of Hormuz to keep the world's oil flowing. Meanwhile, Iran continues to attack commercial ships in the critical waterway.
And the parents of a girl who died after being hit with a metal water bottle during a fight at a school is taking the first steps towards suing the LAUSD over her death.
And we are definitely on heat watch. We've got an area of high pressure that is in control of our weather, and we've got mostly sunny skies right now. I'll tell you how hot it's going to get coming up in my complete forecast.
And we're learning more about just who was at home at Rihanna's house when a suspected shooter opened fire on the compound and exactly where they were in relation to where the bullets lodged. We start this hour with some breaking news. Iran will not be participating in the World Cup. The country's sports minister says the country cannot take part because of the, quote, wicked acts of the United States.
This morning, the minister said, quote, they have imposed 2 wars on us over just 8 or 9 months and have killed and martyred thousands of our people. Definitely, it's not possible for U.S. to take part, or for us, rather, to take part in the World Cup. He added Iranian players would not be safe in the United States. They did have 2 games scheduled to play here in Los Angeles.
And we are about 2 weeks into Operation Epic Fury. The U.S. and Israel continue to target sites across Iran.
And now the next phase of this war appears to be starting, and it looks like the battle is turning from the land to the sea as the Iranian Navy targets ships and all the important shipping lanes in the Gulf. Fox News correspondent Rebecca Castor joins us from Washington, D.C. with the latest. Rebecca?
Sandra, Araxia, hi. This war is really shifting to oil as the Iranian regime sees it as a last point of leverage against the U.S. and Israel. Iranian forces striking a Thai cargo ship in the Strait of Hormuz, forcing nearly 24 crew members to evacuate. British maritime authorities say it was one of 3 vessels attacked on or near the critical waterway today. Iran has effectively closed traffic in the strait, where about 1/5 of the world's oil and gas travels.
There is a lot of capacity for us to be able to deal with this. The president's showing he is not going to tolerate the Iranians holding international maritime traffic hostage.
Yesterday, U.S. forces struck more than 12 Iranian vessels following concerns the country was preparing to lay mines in the strait.
To date, we have struck more than 5,500 targets inside Iran, including more than 60 ships, using a variety of precision weapon systems.
Defense officials say Iran's ballistic missile and drone attacks have dropped drastically since the start of Operation Epic Fury. But on Capitol Hill, Democrats argue there's no clear strategy.
Explain to the American people what the hell is going on.
As the strikes continue, Iran's new supreme leader remains out of sight. He's reportedly in the hospital after being seriously injured in the strike that killed his father, wife, and teenage son. An Iran ambassador says he's lucky to be alive.
There's a big target on Mojtaba Khamenei's back. And what we're waiting for is a legitimate leader to emerge from Iran.
Iranian officials say the supreme leader is still working, and today the regime's military announced it's now targeting U.S. and Israeli banks in the Middle East. Citigroup is evacuating offices in Dubai, and HSBC closed all branches in Qatar until further notice. Sandra and Araxia, back to you.
Rebecca, thank you. Appreciate the update. And the war with Iran and the yearly changeover to a cleaner burning summer season, of course, when it comes to fuel, has pushed those SoCal gas prices to the highest amount in nearly 2 years.
Mario Ramirez joins us now to show us just how high those prices go at some of those gas stations out there. It's really remarkable. It's really painful.
Yeah, and Southern California drivers are definitely feeling it this morning. We're actually at one of the cheapest gas stations we could find in the area. Earlier, it was busy. A lot of people piling in here at the pumps and getting what they can, because you can see it there, the price at $4.79 a gallon here at the Chevron along Alondra. If you're paying with card, it's $4.89. But that's not what most drivers are seeing. The average price across LA County now well above $5 a gallon, and it's been climbing for 11 straight days. So take a look. Sky Fox over over what may be one of the most expensive places to fill up in Southern California. This Chevron station on Alameda in downtown LA showing $8.31 for a gallon of regular unleaded, and that's more than $3 higher than what some drivers are paying at cheaper stations like the one we're at right now. Experts say global tensions involving Iran and disrupted oil shipping are a big part of what's driving prices up right now. And when you look at the regional averages, prices are quickly moving toward the $6 mark. Let's show them to you. According to AAA, LA County around $5.38 this morning, Orange County $5.34, Ventura $5.32, and both Riverside and San Bernardino counties around $5.26 a gallon. Drivers we spoke with, meanwhile, filling up here, say the price hike is hitting their budgets hard.
This is terrible. What are we going to go up to, $10? It's terrible.
I just woke up, compared gas prices. This is the cheapest I could find within my neighboring city. I figured I may as well get over here ASAP because I'm just expecting the worst.
The last time I was here, I paid about $4.30. Came back a couple of days later, it was almost $5. Now it's over $5. Yeah, it's terrible.
Well, many say they're driving less, looking for cheaper stations, or cutting back in other areas just to afford gas. Now, we want to show you another graph that gives you an idea of how quickly prices have been rising. In just the last week, the average price in LA has shot up by about 60 cents per gallon. Experts say, again, the main reason is supply chain crunch in the global oil market. And at the same time, we're dealing with California's own issues, including refinery shutdowns and the more expensive summer blend of gasoline. So coming back out here live as people are pumping up, according to Gas Buddy, the cheapest gas at the Chevron on Reseda and Plummer in Northridge, $4.56. I want to ask this driver, just pulled into this gas station here, how are you feeling about gas prices?
Outrageous. Gas prices are going crazy. Definitely going to make us go broke.
Yeah, anything you do to cut back?
Try not to drive as much.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Try to stay home as much as often.
All right, thank you guys. Thanks for stopping. So that is what we're hearing from so many drivers this morning. Live in Bellflower, I'm Mario Ramirez. We'll send it back to you.
Frustrating. It really is. Just the skyrocketing prices day after day, just going up, up, up. All right. Mario, thank you. New this morning, a government watchdog group called Open the Books is calling out some lavish spending by Department of Defense. The report says in the month of September alone, the U.S. military spent $9 million for crab and lobster dinners, $15 million on ribeye steak, $124,000 for new ice cream machines, and nearly $140,000 on donuts. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth also authorized a $250 million for new furniture that included a $100,000 grand piano for the home of the Air Force Chief of Staff. New Mexico Congresswoman Melanie Stansbury says she plans to launch an investigation into Hegseth's spending. Hegseth has said he'd welcome a federal review of defense spending to help him find ways to reduce waste. Democratic Congressman Chuck Schumer wrote this on social media. Instead of lowering America's healthcare costs, Hegseth used millions of taxpayer dollars on fruit baskets, Herman Miller recliners, ice cream machines, Alaskan king crabs, and a Steinway & Sons grand piano. A true gifter in every sense of the word.
Tough story here. A family says the school bullying incident is linked to the death of their 12-year-old daughter. The girl's family taking legal action after the alleged bullying death. Her family saying that she was struck in the head with a metal water bottle while defending her sister during a campus confrontation. So we're going to listen in to that meeting, which is happening right now.
So we can't get into that at this point. What I will tell you is that the family is cooperating with the LAPD. They've spoken to the LAPD. LAPD is still actively investigating it, based in large part on this video. And we will, of course, continue to cooperate with them until their case gets filed.
Can you tell us how old Sherry is?
And Gigi is at that meeting right now. She's going to keep an eye on things there. We'll have more throughout the day, and we'll also be waiting to see what LAUSD is saying in response to this meeting. In the meantime, moving on to this happening today, parents at Carson High School expected to hold a news conference to demand answers following a series of brawls on campus. Cell phone video captured some of the violence that broke out on back-to-back days last week. At least 2 students ended up in the hospital. Families say a staff member who is helping ignite tensions between Black and Samoan students. The staffer is now on leave, and the Los Angeles Unified School District saying that school police are investigating, and they're also adding extra patrols.
Alberto Carvalho, the embattled superintendent of the LA School District, is responding for the first time after FBI raids at his home and office. The statement came through his lawyers saying, quote, Mr. Carvalho remains confident that the evidence will ultimately demonstrate that he acted appropriately and in the best interests of students. We hope the school board reinstates him promptly to his position as superintendent. The investigation focuses on a chatbot for LA schools. In 2023, Carvalho announced the LAUSD's $3 million deal with All Here, the company behind a chatbot named Ed. But Ed never made it to classrooms. The Fed charged the company's founder with fraud and identity theft. The school board met Tuesday for the first time since Carvalho was placed on leave. The acting superintendent led the meeting, which partly focused on immigration raids and their effects on families.
Please know we stand with you. We will support you. We will ensure that our campuses are safe, secure, and welcoming environments for our students and staff.
The acting superintendent faces other challenges, such as a worsening budget outlook for the school district and tense labor talks.
Prosecutors have formally charged a Florida woman with attempted murder in the shooting at singer Rihanna's Beverly Crest home. 35-year-old Ivana Ortiz facing 14 criminal counts. Charges include attempted murder, assault with a semi-automatic firearm. The shooting occurred on the home and on the vehicle. We are learning that Rihanna and her partner A$AP Rocky were inside of that Airstream trailer that was hit by the gunfire. The couple's 3 young children, Rihanna's mother and 2 staffers, were in the home, but no one was injured. The LAPD says it is reviewing social media accounts believed to belong to Ortiz. A number of uploads mention Rihanna, including the following post, and this is from January 21st.
I'm fighting with the devil himself. And that's why you got Rihanna over there all jealous, because how am I, because her faith is the devil. Rihanna's faith is the devil, okay? I don't like her, and she's always trying to steal from me.
Ortiz made her first court appearance yesterday, but the judge would not allow cameras to show her face. Her arraignment was postponed until March 25th.
All right, let's talk about our weather right now, because it is starting to heat up a little bit outside. We've got an area of high pressure that is in control of our weather, and you can tell by way of the lack of cloud cover. Our satellite and radar pictures showing you clouds well offshore now because of this area of high pressure that's in control. It's giving us some breezy conditions through parts of the canyons and some of the passes. As this high continues to build, though, as we get into tomorrow and Friday, it's really going to heat things up with that slight offshore flow. The winds are going to be breezy at times, but it's going to stay below advisory criteria. Dangerous heat expected, especially as we get into tomorrow and Friday, with temperatures nearing the upper 90s and triple digits. So heat alerts are going to go into place starting tomorrow morning. Very hot temperatures will continue. I mean, they'll drop a little bit over the weekend, but then another big dome of high pressure will just reinforce the offshore flow starting next week, Monday, and that will provide us with even hotter temperatures by next Wednesday. Right now, it's not bad. It's really comfortable in the 60s, 64 downtown LA, 63 in Corona and Long Beach, 64 in Huntington Beach, 68 right now in Palm Springs, to 54 in Big Bear. This afternoon, getting up to around 90. So you're going to notice the difference today from yesterday in the low desert, 77 in the high desert areas, the mountains 66 eventually in Big Bear. And downtown LA, a big 10-degree jump up to 80 today from yesterday's 70 degrees. Mid-80s for the valleys and the Inland Empire, and also noticing the warm up to the low 70s along our coastline. So an even bigger jump tomorrow and Friday, so I'll show you that in my extended outlook in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Maria, thank you. Taking a look at this right now. This is a live look at the big board, where the Dow is down negative 335 points at this point. World markets are reacting to the shipping troubles in the Strait of Hormuz and the flow of cargo, especially oil. So we're seeing a lot of red lately. as we continue to monitor the economic impact of the war in Iran. And the market also taking in the bad economic news from the Labor Department numbers this morning. New ones showing inflation stayed stubbornly high last month, with consumer price rising at 2.4% in February, matching January's rise. Those figures do not include prices on food or energy and were done before the war against Iran started. Rising gas prices could trigger across-the-board price hikes as fuel costs are passed on to consumers, slowing spending, which drives 2/3 of the country's economic growth. Queen of the Olympic Ice, Alyssa Liu, will headline a performance in Southern California, where you can see her.
And Brooke is showing us jewelry fit for a queen. I love the bling.
Hey there, I'm here at the Grove with the team at Kristen Marie's studio. They're rocking their jewelry. And when we come back, yes, we're talking jewelry. We're talking about being self-made, changing your own life. We got some good advice for you too. Stay with us.
And still a little bit of traffic to talk about here. Good Day LA traffic is brought to you by My Home Sold, as we take a look at our real-time traffic map and kind of zooming in on one of our live traffic cameras here. Still a little slow on the westbound 10 freeway here at Crenshaw Boulevard. Actually, the eastbound side is what's the heavier side here. The westbound side of the car is coming at you here on the left-hand side. So if you're planning to be there on that eastbound side of the 10 at Crenshaw, just be prepared for a little bit of slowing. On the west 10 towards Santa Monica between the 5 to the 405, it's not too bad, 33 minutes there. Northbound 110 between the 405 to the 10, 24 minutes. And on that west 60 between the 57 to the 5, it's slow, 52 minutes there. Here's a look at some of the other traffic hotspots.
Hello, I'm Adrian Hernandez with MyHomeSold.com, and we want to buy your house cash. We'll give you a cash offer for your house today. Sell your house the easy way with no commissions, no fees, no repairs. For free, no obligation cash offer. Go to MyHomeSold.com.
and a big rig took down a power pole out here, creating a lot of havoc for many customers, for power customers out here. Edison just arriving here on scene. You can see some of those crews trying to figure out exactly how they're going to reroute all this power and right that pole. Now, again, this is happening in the Montebello area. We know that driver from the big rig, okay. This is on Maple. It's technically right at the corner of Maple and Mines, but Maple has a large area is shut down, and I'm talking about the road, not the power, basically from Coal Grove all the way out to Beach. That's a large section. Now, Montebello PD down there to help direct traffic. Edison is working on that power pole, and I've got to mention Burgess Dairy is right there next to it. Hopefully, if their power is out, it will be returned shortly. Right now, though, the road definitely closed in both directions for quite a long stretch. I'm Stu up in Skyvox, sending it back to y'all in the studio.
All right, developing this morning, fine dining restaurant Noma's high-profile LA pop-up is facing backlash before it even opens. 3 major sponsors, American Express, Resi, and Blackbird, have all pulled out after abuse allegations resurfaced against chef Rene Redzepi. Former staff accuse him of creating a toxic work environment with protests planned for opening night in Silver Lake. Despite the controversy, the 16-week dinner series, costing $1,500 per person, is still set to open today. Redzepi has apologized.
This Saturday, the first ever in-person experience from Kristen Marie's studio opening to the public at the Grove.
Brooke Thomas has more on the jewelry's brand's big pop-up. Hi there, Brooke.
Hey there. Okay, let me show you something. So we're talking about being self-made. Can you imagine you are a creative person? Okay, that's a big imagination for me to begin with. But let's say you are, okay, and you decide you want to make yourself some jewelry. You're in your living room making jewelry for yourself. You happen to post a picture and everybody wants one. She started with this jewelry. This is her Zodiac collection. And I imagine, Kristen, it's a bit of your baby because that's what jump-started all of this. Here's the thing. When the people say they're self-made, what they typically mean is their dad gave them $100,000 and they started a company. But you actually mean self-made.
Absolutely. Self-made, self-funded, all the things.
Yeah,
yes.
That's awesome. And it just started you doing stuff for yourself.
Just making things for myself, creating. It was a piece that I wanted to wear for my birthday. And then being that it's like Zodiac, of course, there's 12 signs. And I was like, if I bring this to people, I have to bring every single one. So started with me, expanded to everybody.
Yeah, and now it's expanded to a pop-up at the Grove right here, right when you come down the parking garage, down the escalator, she's right here. And what I love about this is there's something for everybody.
Absolutely. We're size inclusive. We have such a wide range. We're known for our Zodiac pieces and our gemstone pieces. And even the price range starts from very affordable to more luxury.
Yeah, listen, men, my photographer here, he was checking out the bracelet. It's a tiger eye bracelet. What is it? Is that what, did I say it right? Yes. He was like, oh, this is cool. I'll wear this out.
Yes.
Something for everybody.
South African tiger's eye.
Yeah.
We're really like ethically sourced, and we really try to make sure that we're intentional with all of our materials.
Okay, well, show me a little bit. What do we have right here? Tell me about this collection.
This is our Solstice collection. This is another one of our babies, and we've expanded this to offer every color that we can. It includes opals and CZs and just different arrays of different colors, so you have your choice of colors to choose from.
And what's your favorite piece in the pop-up?
You can't have a favorite. Okay, I would have to say, since it is Dreamscape, I would say the Daydream collection, which is what I'm wearing, and it's just so pretty and just like, oh, I love it. So
I love that the saleswoman jumped out. Okay, she was like, I can't pick a. Okay, yes, this one that I'm wearing right now. I love it. That's awesome. Okay, come check her out. She is here at least for another month. And you know how people in LA are. You say I'm here for a month, they'll be trying to come in April. Come on over here. Okay, come over here now and treat yourself.
That's
right, get over there now. I'll send things back to you all. You guys love a good statement necklace, a good statement
some
earring.
Bling. Yeah,
I just love bling. I just like anything shiny, really.
Yeah, they're like, they just love bling. Anything bling. Yeah.
Looks great. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, the first U.S. women figure skater to win the Olympic gold medal in a quarter century is coming right here locally to the Honda Center. Alyssa Liu will headline a Stars on Ice performance that includes 7 Olympic gold medalists. This is at the Honda Center May 16th. The announcement comes 2 days after she announced that she was withdrawing from the World Figure Skating Championships later this month in Prague. She has been on a whirlwind tour of late-night talk and morning shows since the Olympics, and now she'll skate into Anaheim. Tickets are on sale now.
So go check her out. 10:25 still to come. The shocking reason a man needed $5,000 worth of work on his car. What's been attacking his engine overnight? We'll tell you.
And Coco is in prom heaven this morning. Hi there.
Good morning, prom heaven for sure. This is the annual Say Yes to the Prom event happening here at Warner Brothers Studios. Take a look at Allison in this beautiful dress getting styled by TLC's Monty. Oh my gosh, we'll take you here live coming up.